Our GOP strategist and lawyer, Ford O'Connell, host of Money Talk with Melanie, Project 21 member Melanie Collette, and distinguished professor at Touro University, our friend Thane Rosenbaum. Of course, you are all of our friends here. All right, let's start with this, Ford. A tweet from Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Here's what he wrote. At the end of the day, the biggest problem the DOJ has with the Trump indictment is the screaming hypocrisy. There is obviously a double standard driven by a DOJ that's blinded by hatred. Never one to mince words, Senator Cruz. Go ahead, Ford.
Senator Cruz is absolutely right. This is election interference, selective prosecution, and a double standard in the application of law. Where are the crimes for Hunter Biden? What about Hillary Clinton, who allegedly did the exact same thing that Democrats are now doing to Trump? The bottom line is this indictment is nothing more than to bury Trump with indictments with respect to the general election voter, because he is going to win the Republican nomination.
All right. Senior advisor to President Trump, Jason Miller, tweets this. Notable how some networks magically have pre-taped programming during President Trump's speeches and rallies, but then break into their existing programming to cover his motorcade to the airport en route to Miami. We consider that news, but I think what he's saying is how some consider that
negative, they're not going to cover
a negative,
it.
Melanie.
Right.
Well, that's exactly right. And, you know, the media is complicit. And it's my feeling that part of the reason why they're doing this is because they know that they are complicit in election interference, as Ford pointed out earlier. They colluded, in my opinion, with the Biden administration, with the Biden and the Hillary campaign to take Donald Trump down. And they're still trying to do it. Last-ditch effort, trying to take this man down. As Ford said, uneven application of the law. And that is truly disturbing, because as American citizens and as America, just America in general, we pride ourselves on having the best laws all around the world. And our current DOJ is doing quite the opposite. And it's very sad.
And Thane, speaking of the law, of course, there's the political angle, there's the legal angle here. We bring you to us to give us the legal perspective. Share what you're observing right now.
Well, Katrina, one thing that is just a giant hole in the indictment is how do you have that many pages and at no point do you mention the Presidential Records Act?
Right.
If there was ever really a sign, you don't mention it, as if it doesn't have anything to do with this. And it's the one piece of legislation, it's the one statute that actually protects Donald Trump as well as every other president who might have documents in their personal residence that was not destroyed, not shared, not disseminated. So they completely ignored that, loaded up 32 of the 37 counts are related to espionage. And the one statute that protects the president under facts like this, they completely ignored altogether.
Yeah, Ford.
You're in a bad situation when they're only giving you half the law. And they're only in this case.
And it seems like an overcharge, Ford.
It absolutely
does. I've been on your show many times. I thought that they had a stronger case on obstruction, but only 5 of the 37 deal with obstruction and a false statement.
Okay, thanks.
So it's very suspicious, and I suspect that's one of the things you're going to hear from his attorneys immediately.
About 20 seconds, Ford.
Yeah, Thane's absolutely right. It is an overcharge. Here's the deal. This is meant to make it a heart-stopping moment. I think you can actually pull apart this indictment like a Jenga puzzle, and once you pull out the sticks, the cards are going to fall, and Trump very well could be victorious.
Okay, final words for you, Melanie, about 20 seconds.
And I hope and pray that he is, because this is wrong.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, leaving aside those two great, brilliant legal minds you have on either side of you, Melanie.
You are bookended.
Are looking at the simple political element involved here, regardless of the legal details. People are looking at this and saying, really? And the whataboutism actually does apply. What about the documents in the garage next to the Corvette? I mean, there are just so many things here. We're going to have to stop it, Melanie. I didn't mean to wind you up.
He does that.
Well, we'll be back with more. Ford O'Connell.